All right, now you've seen all about lambdas and you've seen how easy they are to write to sort this data. And that allowed us to solve two problems really easily. If we had a sorted set of purchases sorted from low to high by price, we can say, well, the most expensive one is the last one and the least expensive one is the first one. But let's ask some more interesting questions. What is the average house price? It turns out that there's a statistics module here, and on there we have a mean method. So we'd like to use this, but we need to import that at the top. Thank you, PyCharm. And we have to give it, well, what does it say? Data. That's kind of cool. It even has the same name. So of course we should give it data. Let's see how that works. Can't convert type purchase to numerator denominator. Okay, so looks like we need to give it an iterable set of numbers, not an iterable set of purchases, which we just made up. So how do we get that? Let's just go like this. And here we'll say prices, and we'll create that to be a list. And we'll say for purchase, let's say per in data, prices. This is really painful, right? So we're going to go prices, and we'll say append. And what do we want to append? We're going to append the purchase.price. And then we could get the average of prices. So we'll say av price equals this. And let's just print the average home price is, this is in USD, and let's put a comma separator and a format. Av price. Let's try that. Awesome. The average price is some number around 234,000. And let's go ahead and round that off a tad, huh? There we go, 234,144, and actually that's probably truncating, but close enough for what we're after here. This is okay, but this is not so nice, right? We created a list and we did a loop to grab the data, and maybe we'd only want to, maybe there's certain times we want to do a test. So it turns out that there's actually a better way to do this. Let's go ahead and answer the other question as well using this looping construct, and then we can do something better. Looks like I left a pass hanging around here. No harm, no foul. So it's going to look very similar to this. So here we're going to say, give me the prices. And I want to go through there and grab each purchase and append the price. But in this case, we want only the case where it's a purchase of a 2-bedroom home. So we'll say if per dot beds equal 2, then we'll do this. And this will be the average price of a 2-bedroom. There we go. So let's run this again. Awesome. So the average price of all homes is $234,000, but the average price of a 2-bedroom home is $165,000. Now, maybe we also want to answer the questions like, well, how many baths does it have on average and things like that? So this is getting to be a little bit harder. Well, it turns out this is like programming 101 for all the programming languages, almost all of them anyway. C, C++, Java. You just loop around and you write this procedural code. We can actually improve upon this in two ways. We can improve by using what are called list comprehensions, which let us write this much more concisely. And then we can actually improve upon them using something called generator expressions. We're going to get to both of those. First, let's look at a challenge we're going to run into trying to run this code on both Python 3 and Python 2.